you don't really and truly believe you'll ever heal anyone, or even that God will. You have come to the point of discernment of the nature of error. That's what makes you a healer. Not only that, you've come to the point of discernment of the nature of God, something which, so far as I've seen, no teaching on earth reveals. No other teaching than the infinite way reveals the full nature of God. Examine all of them, and you'll find in some of them a trace of punishment, condemnation, withholding of good, all necessitating an appeal to God, or a sacrifice, or giving up of eating of meat, or giving up of something or other. If nothing else, just giving up time to pray. But all of that, in the light of this message, becomes nonsense. We live in the war is. God isn't any different yesterday than today. God isn't going to be any different tomorrow than he is today. So there's no use of turning to God for anything. God is about its business, performing its own function. You're never going to influence God to change. You're never going to influence God in your behalf. So you might as well leave God alone and begin to know that the nature of God is love. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Your Heavenly Father is the infinite intelligence of the universe. It knows your need before you do. Leave God alone. Just worship him aright by knowing that it's the all-knowing mind and the divine love of the universe, and that's all you'll have to do with God. The rest God will do with you. Then, when you've established in your mind that the nature of God isn't anything that punishes for sin or punishes for this, that, or the other thing, nor is the nature of your God a withholding one that by some abracadabra you can make do something for you that he wasn't doing yesterday. All that you now see is nonsense. Your God is omnipresence, omnipotence, omniscience, needing no help from you, needing no advice, needing no, and certainly submitting himself to no influence from you. So leave God alone. And now we get down to the next step, which is, then what is the nature of this thing that's troubling me? And in the end, no matter how many ways you come to it, in the end you'll just see it's a state of hypnotism that was making you see white poodles where there weren't any, or black poodles where there weren't any, or guys sitting on mountains where there weren't any, or lumps where there weren't any, or fevers where there weren't any. You'll see that the whole nature of it is illusionary. But you'll come to it by growth, spiritual development, step by step. And that's the point, and the major point. See the nature of God, so that you never have to appeal to God, so that you don't have to feel that you've got to get at one with God. God isn't letting you alone. No matter what you're doing to God, God isn't letting you alone. God's right there, available, but not waiting for you to appeal to it in any way, shape, manner, or form. Waiting for you to recognize the nothingness of whatever it is in life that you're fearing. That's all. Everybody is fearing some effect, and the greatest fear of all is death. Death never comes to the illumined, I can tell you that. Death is never known by anyone who perceives the nature of God. They may walk out of this world, certainly. Certainly, who wants to stay here forever? There must be greener pastures. There must be higher realms of consciousness. Certainly. We'll all walk on, we'll all walk out. Everyone has. And a man like Jesus with his tremendous vision walked out at 33 years of age. So it's no disgrace even to die young. No, you see, life doesn't mean longevity. Life means spiritual development. It's like music. Music doesn't mean practicing for 20 years. It means a degree of musical awareness. And if you're divinely inspired, it can come overnight. It can come in a day. There have been concerts, pianists and violinists at 3 years of age, 8 years of age, 10 years of age. It wasn't a matter of time. It was a matter of spiritual evolution. So with us, we don't have to stay here 60, 70, 80, 90 years. All we have to be concerned with is our spiritual development, and when our time comes to walk off, let's walk off.